All right, good morning and good week. We are going to talk about the Torah portion of Shlach, and we will show a Yichud, a certain intention, Kavanah, at the end. So let us start by mentioning that this Torah portion is Shlach, Shlach lecha anashim, send for yourself some people and they will act as spies. And the word for spies, of course, is meraglim. So this word meraglim, it actually occurs in the beginning of the Torah as well. That is where Yosef confronts his brothers and he says, meraglim atem, you are spies. And they correctly and justly protest that they are not spies. So the discussion then continues like this. Yosef says, why did you come to Egypt? And they answer, well, we are looking for our brother Yosef. And then he says, why did you come through a different gate? Each one of you came through a different gate. And they said, well, again, we're too strong. We didn't want to attract attention, but we're good guys. And Yosef says, all right, so what would you do if you find Yosef? And they say, we'll try to buy him out. And if you don't get what you want, if they don't sell him to you, they said, well, we'll fight. He says, Meraglim you are spies. So really, they're not spies at this time. What he is saying is that in the future generation, you will come back as spies and you will then be spying something else. You will be spying the land of Israel. So whatever didn't make sense back then suddenly makes sense if you're looking at it this way. By the way, we mentioned that Atem, you are spies. I am not spy. And when I come back, and he says, I will come back as well as Yoshua, I will not be a spy. We'll talk about this perhaps another time, because Arizal explains what every one of a Nasi, of every one of the princes, what each one of them does bad and some of them do good, and how Levi doesn't have to be a spy at all, because anyway, Levi doesn't have a portion in Israel. And if so, there's no point of going being a spy and doing something bad. But the brothers are, and as the Torah says, Rashei Bnei Israel Hema. They were the princes, the heads of Israel. Well, as Arizal adds, Mamash, yes, they really were. They came back as reincarnation. So why is that? Because it was known that the spies will be there. And it was known it was because of the bad tendencies of the brothers. So they came back to act on these tendencies and to be good, and still it didn't help. Well, what I want to point out is that now it makes sense. If you know that they came back and they were spies, then that accusation that they were spies, it makes sense from that point of view. That was the Kabbalah does. It shows you in the real light. So I was thinking, can I do this? Can I somehow find out what the real truth of the events are? Even if you want to take current events and you want to see what is in the meaning of them. So I do have a meditation to offer you, and I will not tell you what my insights were, but I invite you to get your own. Here's what you do. You start with the name of God, Ahia, like this, and you spell it out. This is the name of God, Ahia, I will be, and you spell it like Aleph, Hey, Yud, and Dalet. So this is called Meloa. You fill out every letter, and if you count now those letters, you'll get Aleph is 1 plus 30 plus 80. This is 111. In the same way, this is 15, this is 20, and this is 15, and the whole number is 165, 1. So that is the gematria, the numerical value of that name of God spelled out with a Yud. Then you spell out the same name of God with a Hey. You do Aleph, Hey, Yud, Hey, and that is 111, 10, 20, and 10, and that's 151. And then finally you do the last expansion, and that is the same name of God, but you say Aleph, Hey with an Aleph, Yud, Hey, and then the total is 111, 620, and 6. 143, it is very important to do the counting yourself because then you see how it really works. The total is 455. Then you take the same name of God here and you count just the letters, not the expansion. So Aleph is 1, He is 5, Yud is 10, He is 5, and the total is 21. Then you take the last letter out, He, and you get 1 and 5 and 10, that's 16. One more letter out, Aleph and Hey, that's 5 and 1, 6. And finally, only the Aleph remaining, 1. The total is 44. Now you're done counting. Just note that 455 and 44 is 499. And if you take the name of God, Tsevaot, which means Lords of Hosts, or one that has a lot, one who essentially includes the complete picture of the world, then you can calculate Tzadi 90, then Bet 2, Aleph 1, Vav 6, and Tet, Tav, 400, get 499, and lo and behold, that's the same. So you have achieved the preparation. That Yichud is good before any other Yichud, but I'm trying to construct something else. Maybe I'm not quite there, maybe not right, but at least the Yichud is correct, and you can try to do something with it now. What I'm suggesting is you're doing this. This is the phrase from the Tehillim 119. It's what you say in Rosh Chodesh. Gal einai va'abita, please open my eyes and I will see. And what will I see? Niflaot, miracles, mitoratecha. I will see the miracles of understanding by using your Torah. So that is what I'm suggesting. If you train yourself in this way, then you should be able to achieve additional insight. Wishing everybody a good week, and until the next time.